Some breaking news now. New York City is under a state of emergency. We've seen some heavy rain and flooding in the subway system already, the roads and basements throughout the city. I want to bring in Dre Clark now standing by with an update from New York. Dre, what are you seeing and hearing?
Well, Marty, can't understate it. Right now, there is a mess occurring right here all across the 5 boroughs here in New York City. We're actually at LaGuardia Airport. Took us about an hour to drive from Midtown Manhattan here to Terminal A, and we're here because Terminal A behind me is now closed here. This is primarily where Frontier Airlines as well as Spirit Airlines would operate here. But we're told there is flooding on the access road leading up to the terminal. Also, we're told inside the terminal it is actually underwater, that the flooding inside is very severe. So people are arriving here for their scheduled flights, but being turned around because right now the terminal here is completely inoperable. So they only have two options here. They can try and hail a taxi or walk about a mile to the next terminal over here. But you can hear the horns blowing in the background here, a little bit of controlled chaos, if you will. The police doing the best they can to keep the situation under control. Meanwhile, in other parts of the city, in Brooklyn, that's where we're seeing some of the more severe flooding. Cars are floating or actually stuck in the middle of the street there, overcome with water. Also, the city's subway system really has been brought down to a crawl. Most lines have now been stopped because of underground flooding. Right now, we do know the mayor and the governor, we're expecting them to hold a news conference to give us an update on where things stand right now. But it's been raining here in New York City off and on for almost the last week or so, and the ground is saturated, and that's causing a lot of that flooding here. Luckily, right now, we haven't received any reports of any serious injuries or deaths, but this is a rain event that will be going on not just during the day, but also we're expecting well into Saturday. So when it's all said and done, we could have some really serious situations occurring here. But this situation here at Terminal A, the terminal is closed. Also hearing report that one of the fuel farms here at the airport is also underwater. Flights, meanwhile, we have seen a few flights landing, none taking off, but occasionally we'll see one landing. But if you are flying out of one of the major airports here in the New York, New Jersey area, chances are your flight will be delayed or canceled because, again, Marnie, this rain event will be occurring all day and into Saturday. Send it back to you.
Dre, I mean, these images on the screen of the flooding and these cars stuck, you mentioned the rain's been going on for a week now. When did it start to really build up? And are you hearing any evacuations as a result as more rain continues to pour in?
Not hearing any word of any major evacuations. What people who live in low-lying areas or who have basements, they were warned as early as last night that there was a possibility of flash flooding, so they should head to higher ground. This heavy rain pretty much came on at about starting after midnight last night. So by the time I got up from work at 3 a.m., it was raining pretty hard. And then about 2 hours or so ago, we started getting those reports of major floodings and highways being shut down and cars being stuck on the highway here. So it really has been going on now almost for 24 hours or so. But again, this is going to keep going well into Saturday, and that is the concern, is that there's going to be another band moving through here. And so this flooding we see right now could actually worsen by the time Saturday morning comes around. So the mayor and the governor, they've already declared that state of emergency, and they're just warning people that if you do live in a low-lying area, if you live in one of those basement apartments, which there are many here in New York City, then you definitely should go ahead and head to higher ground.
Right, and for a lot of people, there aren't often options. So are they opening up some shelters and places for people to go if they do live in a basement apartment?
I don't know what the plan is today, but speaking from a historical perspective, that's exactly what will happen. The mayor will declare that state of emergency, the governor actually has already done that. And so for those individuals who have no place else to go, they may open up a local gymnasium or recreation center. But Marnie, we're also getting reports that several schools in the area are also dealing with flooding in their basements. So that limits the options in terms of where people can go. But they are telling people to take as many precautions as you can to get out of harm's way, because right now there is no sign or no indication on when this rain will be tapering off. But certainly we know we have another serious band coming through in another hour or so.
Right, and making matters worse, I mean, we've been talking to you for weeks, Dre, about the migrant crisis in New York City, and where are they putting all of the influx of migrants that have been coming? And then if you ask people to get out of their basements, it just complicates that. I'm concerned about the subway system. I mean, this is serious. Basements are a major alarm, and also the whole city's subway system. What are you hearing about the emergency situation down there in the subway?
Well, the subway system, line by line, one by one. About an hour ago, I got a report on my phone here from MTA saying that the 2, 3, 4, and 5 lines pretty much were going to be shut down because of flooding. But since then, I've heard several more lines have either been completely shut down or they're moving in a very limited way. As you know, the subway is the heartbeat of New York City. So many of those people who made their way into work this morning, they're going to have a really difficult time making their way back home, because also we know public transportation is affected by this as well. You can look over here. You do see the buses. They are operating, but they also have to be very careful. Some of their normal routes are now washed out. So it's going to be a very challenging situation for those individuals who are trying to get back home. Obviously, with the subway shut down, it's going to probably be a lot harder to get a taxi because everyone get home. But this is without question, Marty, a real mess. And even as we're speaking, that rain is starting to pick up again.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.